Hello students, Namaste. I am PPY and you are watching your favorite channel PPY tutorial. And so today we are going to discuss about the option amplifier as a non-inverting amplifier. And in this topics we will derive the formula for the closed loop gain. And just now we are outside the class, so let's go inside the class to start our topic. So our today's topic is operational amplifier of M as non-inverting amplifier. This is our today's topic. Okay, and in these topics we are going to derive the gain for the ideal optional amplifier as well as practical optional amplifier. So there will be two parts. One we will discuss about the ideal optional amplifier. We know that for our ideal optional amplifier gain is infinity. So first case we will suppose gain infinity, and second case we take the some actual values of the gain and we will derive the formula for the closed loop gain. And for this, what do we need? One operational amplifier. Okay, so this is optional amplifier, this is output, and there is two input. This is the non-inverting input, this is non-inverting input. And this, in this case today we are going to give the input to the non-inverting input. And so this non-inverting, I have connected signal here, maybe this input voltage V, and this inverting input terminal is grounded directly. Okay, and next directly means I have to connect one series resistance that we call the R1, and we connect one feedback resistance between output terminal and this inverting input terminal, and this feedback resistance I give the notation RF. Okay, and so assume current going from output through the feedback resistor is IF, and the current which is going through the series resistance, that is I1, and some currents, if any, goes then, that is I minus. And to operate the optional amplifier we need the power supply. This is VCC and this is the VE. Okay, and so this is the case. Okay, now first case we are taking for the ideal of M. First case we are considering ideal optional amplifier, and we know that for ideal optional amplifier A is infinity, and optional amplifier amplifies the difference of input between two terminal inverting and non-inverting. So we can tell that output optional amplifier is A times Vi plus minus Vi minus. This is all. If A is the gain, then output will be the gain times the difference of the two inputs inverting and non-inverting. Okay, and so we can get that Vi plus minus Vi minus equals to V out upon A, and just now we suppose this is the infinity for ideal case, and so this Vi plus minus Vi minus equals to V naught upon infinity, that is the 0. So we get the situation Vi equals to Vi minus equals to Vi plus equals to Vi minus. So this is our one situation we get. Let me write this one because I am right on there. Okay, so these things I have to keep in the mind to derive the formula. One thing you keep this in the mind, that's V out will be equals to A times Vi plus minus Vi minus, and then A taking on the other side, that's become something divided by infinity, that's the 0, and so of course this becomes Vi plus equals to Vi minus. So we got this thing in our mind. Okay, so I got this. Now let's see this node. This node, just to denote, I write here one. And in this node, if I apply the KCL, applying KCL, Kirchhoff's current law at node 1. If we apply KCL at this node, then we know there's incoming current equals to outgoing current. So in this terminal, we see that IF is coming and I minus and I1 is going out. So at this terminal, I can simply write IF will be equals to I minus plus I1. And again we take the one assumption, that assumption is no current flows through the inverting input of the optional amplifier because of its very high input impedance. Ideally it is infinite. So if there is infinite impedance between of input impedance, then there is no chance of passing the current through this. So I can take I minus equals to 0 for ideal of amp as input impedance is infinite. So this is the condition, and so if I write I minus equal to 0 in this above equation, then I can get IF will be equals to just I1. So now I have to find the value of IF and I want to get the formula. And see this. If you want to get the value of IF, then what do we need? We need the difference of these two voltage and impedance between them. So V out and V in. So I can write here we get what I get, IF equals to V out minus Vi minus upon, in between those 2 points there is feedback resistance RF, and we get I1 equals to this is potential of this point is Vi minus, so I gave them Vi minus, and this connected to ground, and potential of ground is 0 upon resistance between this terminal R1. So this I got the Vi minus by R1, value of I1 and IF. And these two values if I put in this equation, this was our first equation. If I put that in equation 1, then what we get? Now we get IF equals to here is V out minus Vi minus upon RF equals to I1 equals to Vi minus upon R1. And now I have to put the Vi minus is equals to Vi plus, and which is input voltage. So I can write here V out minus Vi minus becomes Vi plus here upon RF. Okay, and so this is also Vi plus upon R1. Now I have why I wrote this? Vi minus is equals to, we got the Vi plus. So I have right to write this. Okay, next what can we do? We will solve this equation as Vi plus is equals to V in. So I can write that also, V out minus V in upon RF equals to V in by R1. So let's solve this. Now if I solve, then what happens? V in, and that's why I'll take on the right side, and so V out upon RF will be equals to 1 by RF plus 1 by R1 times V in, and so V out by RF will be equals to R1 plus RF by R1 plus RF times V in, and one RF we can cancel, and we get the V out by V in will be equals to, even we separate here, 1 plus RF by R1. So this is our closed loop gain. Closed loop gain AB equals to 1 plus RF by R1. Here also we can notice, friend, gain of the amplifier in closed loop condition depends only on the external resistance RF and R1. It does not depends on the any factors of the optional amplifier itself. So this case we suppose for the ideal operational amplifier. And next we are going to derive for the practical optional amplifier. But before that, I have to write some description. So let me write. Let us consider an operational amplifier in which input signal is directly fed to non-inverting terminal and inverting input is grounded through series resistance R1. Feedback resistance RF is connected between output and inverting input as shown in diagram. Okay, and so after writing this, you can continue from here. First you write this equation 1, and then we have to write here for ideal operational amplifier. For ideal amplifier, we can write A equal to infinity. Now the output voltage V naught is given by, you can write this and go up to here, and this equation 2, and then you will copy this, and then for now here go on copying this, and you will reach up to here, and then you will write the last, we will write the this is required closed loop gain. But you can pause the video and you can copy. I am going to drop this. So this is closed loop gain of operational amplifier when used as non-inverting amplifier. Moreover, the gain depends only on external resistors connected, and minimum value of gain is 1 here. Okay, and so this is the things which we have to write for optional amplifier as a inverting amplifier. Now next we are going to do the same type of derivation for the practical optional amplifier. Okay, and so I don't require this now. I'm going to drop this all. Okay. Well, so now we do here the feedback model for the phone. Next we are going for practical of amp or ideal optional amplifier. And so see, this is our model for the amplifier which has gain 8, and here I make the summing junction where input from different sources are added. Suppose this is our input being I am supplying, and some of the part of the input is returned back through this path. And so what will be our gain then? V out will be equals to A times B in minus beta B out. Actually feedback voltage, this is the feedback, I wrote VF, feedback voltage. So this is our model. This is feedback model, by the way. Feedback model for op amp. And here we are using negative feedback, and so output will be this V in minus feedback voltage. And so what is feedback voltage? Feedback voltage is feedback ratio. We know that feedback ratio is a portion of output returned to the input, and so VF upon V out. So feedback voltage will be equals to our beta times V out. Okay, and so we can write here this V out will be equal to, okay, we have variables also, and so here we will write V out will be equals to A times V out minus VF, and this A, and V out is V out, VF is our beta times V out. Oh sorry, this was V in, and so I have to solve this to get the gain. And so now this V out is here, and I took that from this side, so this A times beta times V out will be equals to A times V in, and so V out will be equals to A by 1 plus A beta times V in, and or I can write V out upon V in will be equals to A upon 1 plus A beta, and this is our closed loop gain, which equals to A by 1 plus A beta, and so I divide numerator and denominator by A beta, and so I get A upon A beta, and I also 1 upon A beta plus A beta upon A beta, and so this term cancel and here A cancel, and I got here 1 by beta upon 1 plus 1 by A beta. So this is our closed loop gain in terms of feedback ratio. This is the gain of op amp in terms of feedback ratio. And friend, we know that feedback ratio we have derived beta equals to R1 by R1 plus RF. If I substitute this value, also we know there is feedback ratio, and so if I substitute this value in the closed loop gain formula, then what I got, I'll get this R1 plus RF by R1, and this is by, and so 1 upon 1 by A, and 1 by beta is the same value, that's R1 plus RF divided by R1. So this will be our gain in terms of circuit parameters. So what is our gain? Therefore AB equals to, I got R1 plus, if I separate that also, then I get the R, let me write, equals to 1 plus RF by R1 times 1 upon 1 plus R1 plus RF by A R1. So this is the actual gain. If our amplifier is practical amplifier, real amplifier, then we will get the gain this. But still we special case if our amplifier is ideal, then A equals to infinity, and we get the same gain which we had derived for the ideal optional amplifier R1, and these terms 1 by infinity is 0 and so 1 by 1 is 1. So this will be our gain. This is a special case. Okay, and so friends, we derived the gain for the practical optional amplifier as well as ideal amplifier, and here also we can perhaps write some language. And so the feedback model for practical operational amplifier shown in figure circuit diagram 1. Circuit diagram 1 is shown below, and so then we can write this, and this is our figure 1 circuit diagram for the operational amplifier as non-inverting amplifier. So the feedback, now we wrote the feedback model for the practical optional amplifiers shown in the second below. Here gain is A for given of M. So these things you write, and then you write this here. Now from the definition of, here you can write now from the definition of feedback ratio, we can write, then you write down this up to here, and then you can write this and then this and go writing, and this is the gain of amp above of amp, and so up to here you can derive this. So friends, you can take the screenshot and you can copy it down. And so I think this is the topics which today we had to cover, and I hope you all got these ideas whatever I derived here, and it was very simple topics. A little bit also attention if you pay, then you can easily understand, and we'll meet in the next topic, so where we may discuss about some numerical problem. Thank you very much.